Welcome to whatever is alive for you in this moment. I invite you to connect with that. Feel into that. Your body. Is your body settled? Is it not settled? Any version of not settled? Find the relaxed parts of yourself and let that emanate to your whole being and to the world. As we're so deeply interconnected, it's helpful to know that we're not alone. It's helpful to be curious, to be in a state of wonder. And there's a, what is this continuum between curiosity and wonder and awe. And it can go into the not knowing can stimulate quite a bit of fear. So notice where you are in that continuum. Don't force yourself to go to one end or the other. Let yourself open to this moment, and if you are in the, waiting for that email or waiting for somebody to do something that you have no control over, or that the mystery that can be so anxiety producing, hold yourself with compassion. No one it goes on this continuum. For me, no one is registered for my class on this Sunday, and it's like, oh, I wonder, I'm just so curious if anybody will show up. And the other part of me is like, honey, wouldn't you rather do something else if no one's going to show up? It's like, oh yeah, that's a point. So staying curious with that, and that parts of ourselves is like, what is serving life? What is serving others? And I know most of you on the call or the recording are distant, and it's so interesting watching myself be curious. And the other part of myself is, yeah, there's just a mystery, when people around us are like, we have no control, just like this wind. Being able to accept and enjoy acceptance of the weather, the wind, the storm, the changes that are part of life. And to invite yourself, I'm inviting myself into a sense of curiosity, into wonder, into the delight of not knowing. So curious. And just breathing into that. And in that curiosity, there's even a bigger sense of awe and wonder at the kind of the more divine parts of ourselves. The parts of ourselves that are connected with this something. Some people call it our higher self. this sense of like this divine source energy. You could call it God, you could call it a part of ourselves that are connected with everything, and opening to that, opening to a deep trust in the knowing, a love for the world as it is in this moment, curiosity with the in the world, in our life, in our energy at this moment. Always holding ourselves with compassion when it gets rough, when it gets too stormy, when we're struggling. Call on that your higher self, your part of you connected with all beings, to come in and take care of maybe the young parts of ourselves. But keep on inviting in the wind, the changes, the storm, the beautiful nourishing rain. And life is, how life is in this moment. I don't know how many people like reading mystery books, but a lot of people seem to like it. Isn't it funny how it's so exciting when you're reading the story and you know everything's going to come out in the end? It's kind of like our lives, everything is kind of coming out in the end if you just come back to the present moment. If we trust life as it is, we trust compassion and love, and keep coming back to that. Just keep coming back to that. That curiosity, that openness, that admitting that we don't know. So many times when we look at our schedule, we think we know what's going on. When we judge other people, we think we know them, right? When we judge ourselves, we think we know ourselves, and it's just, there's more innocence there. As we all want to be loved. We all want to be able to rest in an all-abiding trust. And look for awe, look for wonder in your day, in your life. The patterns on a leaf, the beauty of the wind in the trees. Look for a sense of, I have no idea, and this is just awesome. This is so amazing. Particularly in what we don't know. Try to enjoy it. Like, wow, I have no idea. Let that be a gift that we have no idea. That not only everything will be fine, in this moment, everything is fine. A friend said the other day, but the world is going to hell in a handbasket. So let's dive into what that is that breaks our heart. what it is that is so painful to see, and use it to guide us as a compass as to what we want more of in the world, as a gift of, okay, now I know what's most important to me. And let it fill your body in this moment. Let it fill your life. Let it guide your next step in the world. Let that which you love and you want more of bring you to a sense of trust of that we can abide in that, live in that. Let it shower us in each moment, one breath at a time.